We leave you this Sunday morning amid the sights and sounds of the great spring migration of sandhill cranes in Grand Island, Nebraska. I'm Mo Rocca. Please join us when our trumpet sounds again next Sunday morning.
I'm Margaret Brennan in Washington, and this week on Face the Nation, President Trump's tariff threats rattle allies and adversaries alike. Plus, the latest on the administration's immigration crackdown. After a whiplash week of on-again, off-again tariffs, the Trump trade war is entering a new phase as the president steps up his threats against America's neighbors.
We don't need trees from Canada. We don't need cars from Canada. We don't need energy from Canada. We don't need anything from Canada.
And acknowledges the possibility of economic disruption.
There could be some disturbance, a little bit of disturbance.
The administration says it hopes the tariffs will pressure Canada and Mexico to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal migrants into the U.S. We'll ask Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem if it's working, and we'll get the latest on the president's mass deportation mission. Canada's ambassador to the U.S., Kirsten Hillman, will also be here. We'll ask her about the costs and consequences of the growing trade war. Plus, with just days to go before a possible government shutdown, lawmakers unveil a new bill to avoid it. We'll hear from the co-chairs of the Congressional Problem Solvers Caucus, Pennsylvania Republican Brian Fitzpatrick and New York Democrat Tom Suozzi. Finally, Russia expert Fiona Hill, who served as a top National Security Council official during the first Trump administration, joins us to discuss Trump's diplomatic pivot on Ukraine. It's all just ahead on Face the Nation. Good morning and welcome to Face the Nation. We begin this morning with the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. Madam Secretary, good to have you in person. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I want to dive right into this trade war. The justification President Trump invoked these tariffs under had to do with fentanyl. Mexico's president said Thursday that Customs and Border Protection figures show seizures of fentanyl on the southern border have dropped over the past year. She claimed they plummeted 75% in the past 6 months. Doesn't that show the existing system is working?
We've seen incredible progress as far as what we've been able to stop at the southern border since President Trump has taken office. And I think that progress can be built on. These partnerships that we have in going after traffickers, cartels, the drug trade, and also human trafficking can be even stronger and built on in the future. That's one of the things we've been asking for, in specific to the Mexican government, is how can we work better together to make sure we not only have the enforcement mission at the border, but south of the border, and make sure we're going after these cartels. You've seen the president name them as terrorist organizations, and Canada just recently is starting to allow us to access some of their criminal background histories that we need in order to know who's coming across our border and what they're bringing. So because of his strong stance on tariffs, we're seeing them wanting to be better partners with us to keep our people safe.
So Canada's Prime Minister said it's totally false to claim Canada's unwilling to fight fentanyl. You just indicated they're willing to do more here. He pointed to CBP data that showed a 97% drop in fentanyl seizures from January compared to December, a near zero low, he said.
Yeah,
Is the data accurate?
The data is getting better, and I would say in the conversations that I've had this week with Canadian officials, they were hoping to avoid the tariffs and had a lot of conversations, but not a lot of action. So this is the hope, is that the fact that President Trump has said something and now has enforced consequences, we really are hoping for even better partnerships. We need access to their